Hi, everyone. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. Please do say hello in the chat where you are from. We can't wait to see where you are in the world. So it was only a few short weeks ago when we launched the mini course generator AI interaction builder. And now, just like waiting for buses, a few comes along at once, we've got another big launch. We've got the launch of the AI Course Builder. We've got people joining us from Finland, from Bahrain, from Philadelphia. Thank you for joining us. You are most welcome. So as usual, we've got a great lineup for you. And as usual, you'll get an email after the webinar and it will have all of the links, all of the nice resources. Hi, Tracy in France. How's your travels going? Great to see you there. Thank you so much for joining us. So you will get a copy of everything after the webinar, and we've not been stingy with our templates and our giveaways. There's lots of things for you that are coming. So we're carrying on with our celebration events, our community webinars, bringing you mini course greatness. We are really enjoying seeing our communities grow, and you are part of those communities. Whether you belong to the groups or not, you are all part of our wider mini course generator community. And on this webinar, I'm going to introduce you to the webinar team in a moment. We are going to be looking at the new AI Course Builder. We're also going to be looking at some hot hints and tips and tricks that we found along the way, a little bit about the support that's out there for you as well, and what's coming up. So a full packed agenda. And I'm getting ready to do a demonstration, and I've got so much lined up for you. I'm really excited about it. But it's not just me. As I mentioned, we have our wonderful webinar team. First of all, I would like to ask Erin to join us. Erin, hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How about you?
Really good, thank you, Erin. And you are heading up our wonderful customer support team, writing all of those support articles, handling all the questions, and you're going to be doing that for us today again in the chat.
Yeah, I will be on the chat for the questions. I also share the related links to things you see on the webinar, you will see on the webinar.
Amazing. And you've also put together some great support articles very quickly this week for us as well. And I must say that your support articles are so easy to follow, and we very much appreciate them. So thank you for all that you do for us. And I'm going to send you back to the backstage area to answer the questions. So if you've got any questions at all, please do put them in the chat, and we'll make sure that we answer them. As usual, you might just ask something that someone else is thinking and they don't want to put it in the chat, or they might be watching on catch up and they're thinking, oh, what about this? And yet you might have the same thought. So please do, because it really helps us as well. Thank you, Erin. I'm going to pop you to the backstage now. Thank you. See you later. So it's not just Erin that's on the webinar at all. We have our wonderful Claudia joining us as well. Claudia, you are
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Because you always bring the energy. You're so great. We're very grateful that you're going to be joining us, and you're going to be talking a little bit about something new we're going to be seeing in Mini Course Generator as well.
Yeah, it's just not something, a lot of things that are new, improved, and amazing. And I can't wait for you to show us what's in store, because Mini Course Generator is, is just a step ahead, and really listen to its customers. And this is an added value that not everyone has. So I can't wait for you guys to see what's in stock for us. Yay!
We're getting some nice feedback. Claudia,
hello.
She certainly does. Thanks, Claudia. And it is, of course, my great pleasure to bring the wonderful co-founder of Mini Course Generator, Ona. Hi, Ona. How are you?
British kindness. Thank you for your delicate words, but same to you as well. How about you? Everything okay with you?
Really good. Yeah, I'm just so excited to do this demo because I've got so much to put into place with this demo. So people are going to see it come to life because we can talk about it, but when you see it, you really get it, don't you? Just how fantastic it is. So without further ado, let's have a little quick look at last month's webinar, when we launched the AI Interaction Builder, because we launched our little course, which is linked here. So if anybody wants to go and do this course, which is discover the power of the MCG AI Interaction Builder. We've had so many people do it. There's been hundreds of people that have been doing this, and they've left some really nice feedback as well. But just from you, Ona, have you seen lots of different AI interactions being built?
I think the variety becomes enriched. We see many use cases, and after this, the latest version of AI Interaction Builder, the kind of interactions and the number of them have been increased. So it's great to see that it's being used widely and common in MCG.
Brilliant. And it is really developing. I've noticed even so, I don't know whether it's training more on the content, but some of the examples that I've been able to create just from a little bit of text have just been outstanding. So if you've got any examples that you want to share with us, we would love to see those as well. So thank you for all of those that joined us on the last webinar. If you saw it on the catch up, it's still out there. If you missed it, we'll make sure we put the link in the email that goes out. Tracy's saying she's had a play and it's fab. Brilliant. And we've just had someone join us from Africa as well. Hi, Emmy from Africa. So on to our next agenda item, which is the launch of the new and wonderful updated AI Course Builder. So Ona, tell us all about it. And I think you're going to share your screen, aren't you?
Definitely. The idea of creating courses with AI is now a commonplace and an obvious feature that anyone should expect and can expect from an educational platform which provides course creation. But that was not the case in 2021. And we started working on AI, integrating AI into the platform. Even the ChatGPT hype was not in place. It became very popular in 2023. But in the late 2021, we started to work on that. And I would like to show my screen for a quick bit of nostalgia. And here it comes. So this screen is from the webarchive.org from 10th of January in 2021. And here it was the time we released our AI assistant. Of course, it has been quite progress. There's a quite progress over that, but we believe that we consider ourselves lucky as being the pioneer in this vertical, but we believe still that we are the most dedicated startup who focused on in blending AI and the e-learning authoring in the best way possible, because it is not only about creating content and text, which we do, but we also, with the latest release, we started to produce interactive AI elements like flip cards, numbered cards, etc. Alongside our AI interaction builder, we are not only getting help from AI to create content, but also enriching the learning experience. So there are still so much things to do, and the pace of AI doesn't seem to stop, neither do we. So we will continue to enrich not only the content, but also the learning experience side with AI.
It really does take the heavy lifting out of creating a course. And I think we all know that we do have creativity within us, but sometimes it's like writing something in a typewriter and ripping it out and starting again. And, fortunately, we don't have to do that with, kind of Google Docs or Microsoft Word. But, you try really hard to get it right, don't you? And if this can take the heavy lifting out of that and help you ideate, it's really going to help you to turn things around quicker, elevate what you would usually ideate. So it really does save a lot of time and increase the quality of what people are building as well.
As the phrase goes, like, starting a project is the half of the completion of the project. So as you mentioned, sometimes you have to get a small push from back so you can go running. So I think that's what you mentioned about heavy lifting.
I think it was Mary Poppins that said, "A job begun is half done."
Yeah, better.
I am showing I would spend a lot of time watching Mary Poppins. But yeah, so just to summarize, it's not just about creating your course structure. No. It's about having control over those learning objectives, going beyond text and images. It'll create little interactive elements for you. You can even then improve it with the AI interaction builder. You've got the ability to control the learning objectives. And what was really impressive to me is that you could select the type of images. It doesn't just create the images, you actually specify the style. And that's the first time I've ever seen any other platform do that, other than kind of how you generate 360 images, for example, with Skybox. Claudia, did you want to come in there?
Yeah, I wanted to say something that it's very, very important. When you first get into mini course generator, you don't feel scared at all because you're guided step by step. So even if you're a first timer, you don't know from where to begin, you've got, it's easy because you quickly understand, even if it's not your first, English is not your first language, you quickly understand where you have to click, what you have to do. And then AI is like your personal assistant and then helps you all along the way to create amazing resources. And then you're mind blown by all these resources that you can actually create, because did I do that? Yes, with the help of AI. But did I create? That was my idea. And then, I put it there and it's digital and it's amazing. And I can have my students or my peers to use it. And you feel proud of yourself because you improved your digital skills. And all thanks to this, personal assistants that we have in mini course generator. And I loved every second of it. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Claudia. And it wasn't just the new AI course builder that was a new feature that was launched very recently. So Ona, this was something else that I thought we were really proud of, the autoplay feature that came out last week.
Definitely. Actually, this request was coming from our users, that they would like to, some of the users would like to see that the video just starts to play. Some of the users would prefer the vice versa. So we now make the development additional features that can be an optional based on the preference of the user. So here, I think the main line of the story is that we hear you and we listen to you and we care what you request from us. So we are very open and very happy whenever we get any real request. And by the way, me, Luis, and Eren and Claudia, we are also very open to make online calls with you regarding your use case. Maybe there are some things that we can always help you with. So we are just far away from you, just with the online meeting. So let us know whenever you have any requests from us.
That's lovely. It was, and Tracy, who's in the chat there, I think was party to the conversation, and it was actually on a celebration page. We'd made a celebration video, and it was just someone that said, "Oh, wouldn't that be great if it could autoplay?" And we were like, "Hold my beer." Claudia, I think you wanted to come.
I have to say something. It's the first time that I really see things put into action like so rapidly. Then you ask for a feature and like not even a month later you have it. And this is, well, we have to thank the mini course generator community really, and the team that is behind and is working hard for us to improve all our courses and everything that we do, because it's not something that you normally find in any other platform. And I think this is another added value to mini course generator. So kudos to you, really. And plus there is another something amazing coming in the next slide, which
There is. And I think some of you will have seen, we use this quite a lot now. This was the barista course, which has got some interactive images in, but it also has some interactive, if I just scroll down to it, into one of these, and it was
5.1, I think. Yeah, that's
one. And I've actually got a 360 image embedded in there that's got some interactive hotspots. And a number of people said, how did you do that? And now, thanks to owner and also the founder and CEO of ThingLink, Ulla Maria Koivula, have got together, and now there is actually a ThingLink button that's in your mini course generator editor. So if you've seen something new and wondered what it was, Claudia, you're just going to tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, because it's a win-win situation. Because if you think about all the pedagogical benefits of immersive learning, you've got contextualized learning, you've got students that step into immersive environment instead of studying 2Ds like boring books, boring worksheets. Here you've got the amazingness of an immersive environment, you've got active exploration, you've got inclusive engagement, and then of course you can develop social emotional learning, you can develop empathy, just by looking at the course, the barista course. So we all felt something, even when you interviews the Marit. Yes, Marit, she's a step ahead. There's nothing to say. She's just perfect. Because if you think, can you go back to your course, please? Because I would like to see something, because here you see a real person working in a real environment. And then this person was interviewed and we all felt for him, because we could genuinely understand that he was really happy and proud of his achievements. And this is ThingLink. This is what ThingLink can bring to us. Because to be honest with you, a course is a course, but this extra and this interaction and this embedded immersive environment, well, it's a step ahead for betterment in our students, learning and conceiving, how can I say, their student progress. Because that's not easy when you're not motivated, to carry out some task. Like this, you can clearly see that by using interaction, videos, and real life scenarios, you've got the key to achieve your potential. Plus, because it's real life, you can actually relive what you just witnessed into a video or in an immersive environment, right, Louise?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that if you want to bring another element to your courses with scenario-based learning, so you can put branching scenarios in, this really complements the other interactive features. So it's another tool that people can use to bring in their immersive virtual tours. And also there'll be people that have created virtual tours already. Now they can use them in a training element, maybe for onboarding employees or other skills-based courses. So it is, like you say, a win-win for everyone. And Erin has created this wonderful support article of exactly how to do it. So thank you, Erin.
Thank you, Erin. That's amazing. Even for the ones that are not really good and they say, how do I do that? There you go. From step 0 to the road to, achievement. And there you go. You got everything there.
And of course, if you've got any questions about any of this, you can get in touch with support@minicoursegenerator.com, or just put your question in the chat or in the communities, and we'll create more examples and share those with you. So thank you. So we've had our big news of the AI interaction builder launching, and I think now it's time to have a look at that. So I'm getting hyped up. I'm drawing breath. I'm putting my energy together. So One of the reasons that the AI Course Builder, as owner, has started to shine a light on is the fact that you can customize the basics and then let the AI proceed based on it. So as you can see, you've got you can upload a PDF. You can upload, as I said to you before, if you've got Google Slides or PowerPoint, why not download those as a PDF? Because you can download those documents. You might even spin something up on ChatGPT or Notebook LM, copy the text and download it into a PDF. So, you know, you can do that. And the other thing that I really want to call out here is the 95% accuracy. There's been a huge amount of work, and Ona, correct me if I'm wrong, to make it hallucination free.
Because it's very easy for AI to make up some things that are not included. So one of the things that come with this major update is that now you can decide how much AI contribute to the main content. So I think we are going to show in a minute. So that's a new thing for the moment.
Amazing. So when you are setting the context after it's created the initial outline and you've guided it, you can revise the context, make additions, removals, change the order, and then of course you can enrich it with your questions, your images, but don't forget it's done some of that for you already. But the point is that you can check it, make it uniquely yours. So I think that's enough of the slides there. Now, how about we do a live demonstration of making a course from scratch? And I'm going to show you how you can even add logos, certificates, add your domain, all of these things. So if you've ever wondered how to do any of those things, we are going to do it with a little bit of support of the team. So I have here just a one-pager, which is all about being more present in conversations, personal and professional context. And this is going to be my course that I'm going to create. So I'm just going to go back into my mini course account. Here we have my mini course account. All of my mini courses are actually in collections, but I'm going to start with my mini course because tip number one, if you're creating a mini course, sometimes it's best to make it as a mini course on its own. And then when you're ready, you can move it into your collection where you've got all of these additional things that you can do with it. So I'm going to create my first mini course, and you can see that I get two options. I can create from scratch, which I've always done. But now, of course, you've got a helping hand, or you've got the new AI Course Builder. So when I click on this, you can see that I have got the basics here. And I think this is what sets it apart, because these are the controls that Ona was mentioning that you have to be able to guide it. So you can see the source documents, select from recent files or upload. If you select a recent file, it knows the ones that you've uploaded already. So you don't even need to go and pull it off your desktop. So I'm going to choose the Be More Present in Conversations PDF that I just showed you. And all I did with that Google Doc was I downloaded the Google Doc as a PDF. And now you can see that I've got different options. I can choose to preserve the content. So that's going to keep all my content without changing it. I can use it as a follow. So it follows the document structure strictly, allowing for summarization, rephrasing, or I can use it as a reference. So I'm going to preserve the content. You can choose your course language, and there's a huge number of languages there. So my main language is going to be English. And what's my course about? So my course is going to be about, and I'm just going to cut and paste it in from my Google Doc. And you've got 250 characters here, which is a good number, more than a tweet. Better conversations, being more present in conversations. And then when I click on what are your teaching goals, it's going to generate your course goals for you. We've had a question in the chat. How does confidentiality work if you're uploading RIP? So I don't know if Ono, do you want to come in here and answer that?
So we are using AI models like Claude and OpenAI and Gemini based on where we optimize and use the best. So we are using their structure. So it is as safe as you are using your own platform directly in their platform. So the confidentiality is same.
Excellent, thank you. So here now we've got our suggested course goals. So I want us to be able to demonstrate a sustained presence. If I wasn't happy with that, I could always paste more answers into those goals, but I can also regenerate them as well. So you can see here that it's taken that goal, but I could also regenerate them again if I wasn't happy with them. So it gives me the option to see what it's suggesting based on my other goals. So I want to employ micro techniques. So there we go. I've got 2 clear goals there. And now you can see that I can start with my customization as well. So my customization is going to be what sort of quiz do I want? So I'm going to have 2 quiz questions, I think. And I'm also going to go for the images, and I'm going to say AI generated images. And it even asks me what AI model that I want to use to generate my images. So I'm going to say Gemini 4 Fast. And what it's also going to ask me here is what's the image style? So I want this to be in, let's say, illustrations. There we go. And it's also asking me to describe the individuals in the images if I want to. And I'm just going to say that it's a mix of ages. So there we have a number. Can your PDF, your PowerPoint slide? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, that can be, this is the same as a document. So you've got that there. So now I've answered these, I can click on Start Building. There we go. And the AI assistant is going to spring into action. And here we have my course structure. Wow. Now I can change any of these pages. I've got complete control. I can also show all the page details there as well. But this is exactly how I want it to be. And then I can generate my mini course. And it's going to do that for me, which is great. So you've had lots of controls there. I think sometimes you get another question as well. If you want this, what sort of style do you want your course to be? If it's playful or more professional. So it's obviously taken my guidance there already and found the right tone. And now my course is ready. That was super, super quick. And if I click on edit the mini course, there's my course ready for me to use. So in under 5 minutes there, wow, we've been able to generate this course. And if I just go through some of the steps here, we've got here's one about active listening skills. Now, wouldn't it be great if I go onto actions and click the interactive AI interaction builder and use my existing page content? And now wow, I can even just build an interactive element from the text of that block as well. So that is going to create, do we want an active listening scenario? Do we want a listening skills or a conversation technique builder? Let's have a listening skills self-assessment, and you can change your colors there, and then it's going to build that for you. And of course, you've got all of the editing rights here to change anything in the AI interaction as well. So all of these things, it would be great if we could train it with our brand voice. Well, I'm sure that there is some hacky way that we could do that too, Tracy. what I'm also going to be doing whilst I'm getting ready for this to finish is that I'm also going to think about how do I want to share my course out. So now I've created my course, wouldn't it be great if I could have it on my own domain? Maybe I want to give people a badge and I want to give them a certificate, or do I want to just have a celebration and give them a certificate? So these are all things that we're going to cover in our next steps. So while that's loading, I'm going to show you another really nice tip that I use with my courses. And that is I start to think about a color palette. And this website is just called Coolers. And you can, with this, click the space bar and you can generate your own color palette. So what I like to do with this is generate some ideas for my color palettes. So you might want to have a look at that as well. Now we have our listening skills self-assessment, which is a really nice interaction. We're going to use this interaction, and that's embedded into my course there. We've also got some other examples here. Look at the value of presence. We've got a quiz that's been built in there as well. So my course has been fully created. Could we host the courses on other platforms such as Udemy? It's probably one for Ona to answer. I think you probably could do if it was just an open course, couldn't you? You could embed it anywhere.
If the question is about hosting all the media and all the content, it is not possible. All the storage and hosting is in our site.
I think was it about embedding your course in Udemy, as in put the course in, because you can embed the course in any place like you would a website. I would just think about double kind of sign on. If you've got a sign on into Udemy and then a sign on, that might be a bit confusing. So I've got my present and powerful active listening courses here. But what I also want to do now is to build a collection that's going to be for this course. So start with my new collection, and my new collection is going to be Better Conversations. Here we go. So now I've got this sample course, or blank course collection, if you like. And you can see there's no mini courses in there. But what you're able to do is you're able to move your mini course now to that collection. So it's a really nice way of you being able to duplicate mini courses if you want to. You could even have your mini course as a kind of light version, and then you could put the full version in your collection. So you might want to do that 2 ways as well. And here's my Better Conversations collection. And the first thing I'm going to show you is that I've got my landing page ready, and I can edit this landing page and change it to one of the presets. So we'll apply this preset. If you want to edit the landing page and put a nice header on it and make it really unique, you can change your image. And just for a bit of fun, I've actually created a nice...
I already know what's coming. That's why I'm laughing.
It's so funny. I've actually created some... You can't see it on yours, can you? Because I've got mine wide open. So I've created a nice header image to go onto my course, which will give you all a bit of a giggle. But I thought it would be quite funny to have a dog there, and it's Better Conversations with Tallulah the dog. So it's really nice. Well, I'm on a serious side. You know, it's really easy for you to create a really nice kind of color palette. And I've just done this one here based on the colors that I showed you. And then that acts as a color palette for your own course as well. So here I've got my little course that I've been working on and building. So I've just made that nice and personalized. So I've got better conversations. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see there's my course ready, and you can make this look beautiful and embed everything onto it as well. If I go into the settings of this, you can see that I've got it public. But what I've also got the option to do is to put it onto a custom domain. Now, this is really nice if you've already got a website. So I just thought it'd be really cool to show you how you can do that. So what I want to call this is conversations, which is going to be my name for it, .thinkvisual.co.uk. So that's what it's going to be on. And I'm just going to click add that. And you can see that that is now pending. Now, if you haven't done this before, there's a really, really helpful article here that shows you exactly how to do this. And it couldn't be easier. I'm going to show you in real time how you do this. So if I use Squarespace, but there are lots of other places where you might have your website name, and you can see that you go into your DNS settings, which is domain name settings, and you'll go down to custom records and you'll click add a custom record. So I'm just going to log into there. It's just making me log in again as and I'm going to put in what I just showed you, which was the conversations. So at conversations, the type is going to be CNAME, and you've got 4 hours, it says there. Now it asks you for the alias data, which is simply custom.minicoursegenerator.com. And then when I click the save, that's going to save that into my directory here as another record. And that's all you need to do. It's that simple. So you add your CNAME record with the ending custom.minicoursegenerator.com. And then when you go back in to your mini course generator course, your collection, I'm just going to refresh that because I'm pretty sure it won't say pending. It's just checking it out. It's making those connections. But that is how you add your custom domain. So that's as easy as it is. The next thing that I want to show you is the amazing certificates. So at the moment, if I go into my mini course, I haven't set the completion, but you could celebrate the completion with a little video, which would autoplay, for example. You could display some feedback based on maybe some answers, show the score, or you could issue a badge. How brilliant is that? So I'm going to change my badge title to something which is really relevant for my course, and it's going to be a better conversationalist. There we have it. And the button is going to say certified. There we go. And that's all you need to do. And now you've got your course with a badge, which is already set up. Here we got our course, which is ready. And if I go back now to the collection is where you can also add a certificate. And you can create a certificate really easily. It will give you a template here, but if you want to make it your own, you can create a template based on the color scheme and the things that I've just shown you in Canva. And to be helpful, what we've done is we've actually created for you, and we'll put this into our email that you get out, is a whole set of custom certificates. So you'll get this link, you can make a duplicate of this, and you can play around and make your own custom certificates. So you can make these all your own, and these are exactly the right size as well to use with your course. So you can imagine now that I'm going to go back into here, and all I need to do is to delete the one that's there and upload my own certificate that I've created with Tallulah. And these fields are great. So these are what we call dynamic attributes. And you can add those dynamic attributes in, so it'll match the person when they're logged in, and give them all of the issue dates and the certificate IDs. And there we have our certificate, which is ready to go. So we've got our custom domain, which is still pending. I'm pretty sure it'll work quite quickly.
It can take a little bit of time due to the regulations.
Yeah, they're just talking to each other. It's not on this side, but we've got our certificate. We've also made sure that we've got other details that we can work on. We can even white label emails, and we can collaborate with colleagues as well. So if you want the support of your colleagues, you can even add your colleagues in. It's not a team account. All your colleagues need is a free mini course generator account, and they can help you. And I've never seen that on any other platform. So there we have it. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to my edit the landing page, and I'm going to go to settings now, and I'm going to show you that you can even add SEO in here as well. So you can put your SEO description, you can add in a page logo, and I've already created a logo for my course. All it is in Canva. I just got something really quickly. The favicon is where you can put that little logo as well. And a favicon, if you don't know, is something that sits on the top tab. You can even upload a thumbnail image to your course as well, so that people can see that. And that's as hard as it is. I think my course is nearly ready. I'm just going to change that header again because it's got double text on it, and I want to just change that. So that's on my desktop, and in here it's just a plain one. I think I've got there. It should be that one. Let's see. And that will be it, ready to launch. I'm just going to make sure that I've done everything right. There we go. I've got my image right. So you can see that I've got my logo. I've got the title there. You can change any of these, add in a little certificate image in there if you wanted to. The image of your certificate would work really nicely. I've even put GIFs in there before, or videos, and there it is. I'm going to click my save changes, and I'm just going to check and see whether my custom domain is on. No, it's still pending, but it will work. But if I click on that company and I post that into our chat, there is the course already. We created that from a PDF, and it's an amazing course on better listening skills and being more present. So, Ona, have I done it justice? Is there anything that I missed?
It's quite of energy, huh? You walk through all the steps in a very quick and perfect way. Thank you. And I would like to add that I think Mini Course Generator's AI Course Creator is the most comprehensive and flexible one. Still, what we believe is that what makes the courses unique is the people's or the creators' own experiences. So here AI handles all the paperwork, let's say, all the time-consuming issues. It sets the ground. And after you get the basics, you can always play on it and personalize it, and you make the personal touches. So it will totally belongs to you. So AI is not the whole creator, but it's the really AI assistant just next to you that sets up the ground. So it will combine the combination of AI and plus your experience and your know-how and your wisdom makes the perfect course, I believe.
Definitely. There is a question there about making the logo bigger. I think the reason the logo is that size is so it can fit in the badges and in other places, but there's no reason why you couldn't put your logo as a picture on the landing page, which would be a really nice adjustment. So if I go back into the mini course now, and I just want to show people that it isn't just a certificate, it isn't just a badge. If we actually open the course up, that's the one that I just posted in the link, here's the course as you would see it. So we've got Tallulah introducing the course. Tallulah's my dog. You scroll down to the bottom, click on the course. Here you've got, this was already done for me as well, so you can edit all of this as well. When I click on start the course, you can see it looks lovely and professional, looks super slick. I'm just going to click through these. Of course, you know, we've got the interactive activity we added in there as well. We've got another quiz now, so it's just like a knowledge check that's been put in for me as well. So managed to get that one right. Continue. There's another active listening skills. Let's see, let's try that one. No, it was that one there. Continue. Let's see the conclusion. Let's see, there we go. So now what you're going to see when it loads in a mere moment is that you got your badge, and your badge is actually a micro credential as well, so that people can share this badge on their social media platforms with a unique credential URL. So this is really crucial, that sets this apart from just getting a badge that hasn't got this, because anyone can pull a badge off the internet, can't they? But this is actually unique to the person that's completed this course and this unique ID. And if we scroll down even further, we've even got our certificate as well. And if the person had logged in to access this course, it would have their name on it as well. So that's all automated for you. So you don't need to do anything. You can even set it so that it emails you to let you know that someone has completed your course, which is super handy. And again, you've got this ability to share and get the unique URL, and people can put that micro credential onto their CVs, share on LinkedIn. It's all there for them. They can even download the certificate if they want to as well. So it is your complete solution, end to end, in terms of building your course. Ona, back to you. Is there anything else there that I've missed?
The question was great. The question about the making the logo bigger. We have been receiving some requests to make the header section to customize the header section. So my dear co-founder Yahya is working on such new header types and formats, and you can play, or you will begin to play with customization soon in the header, including logo.
Brilliant. And the other thing that I was thinking as well, if people wanted to have a badge, but they also quite like the idea of having a completion page, then there is another way that you could do that as well, because you have complete control to add another page here. And this could be, you know, your own kind of celebration page, and you could customize this with, you know, your own kind of congratulatory message. So you could say, you know, congratulations, but you still have all of the other options like you have seen with the other pages. So there's no reason why you couldn't upload a video that you have created as well. And I have created a celebration video already. My internet's probably going to be a little bit slow with running the live webinar as well. it's working beautifully. So I can upload, and I've already created a beautiful little celebration video, which is going to be the icing on the cake, because when they finish the course, they're going to get a really lovely video. And imagine if you created a video as your course creator and you said, I'm so glad you've completed this course. You know, it's a real joy to see so many people achieving skills. And I'd love your feedback as well. What a personal way to ask for feedback, you know, and that's the beauty of being able to create a connection with your learners in the way that you design your courses. So I am pretty sure that that is going to be there in a second. It's just processing. There we go. It's just working it. And then, of course, now with my autoplay feature, it's going to be able to play that video automatically with the woohoo sounds that I've put onto it. And then people would get the badge and then they get the certificate. And if you wanted to put in other mini courses in that collection, your learners would only get the certificate when they completed all of those. There we go. It's in there. There we go. We've got our, there's a little celebration. And I can add on the autoplay or not if I wanted to as well. So it's nice. It's just gentle music. So that's in line with active listening and being present and being beautiful and calm. So that's a really kind of comprehensive overview of how easy it is to build your courses specifically with this new AI course builder. But also, don't forget, in the other settings here, you have other things that you can control as well. The first thing I'm just going to say is that this is public, but if it was sign up, you'd see your learners here as well. You'd also get analytics as well to show you who's the number of people that have completed the course, who has a certificate. And what's incredible is that if I go back to the mini course itself, you'll also get analytics from individual mini courses. And if you have feedback for stars or you have an open box for feedback, you'll even get the feedback even though people weren't logged into it, which is just brilliant. So you'll get the completion statistics and the feedback even if they weren't logged into it. So I just thought it was really important to share that you've got those settings, but also don't forget, you've also got this one here, which is you can add a payment gateway to it as well. And you can use Stripe, Lemon Squeezy, or Pabbly for that as well. And Erin's written the most wonderful support guides on how to enable that to happen. So I'm just going to stop there and go back to my slides and just see if we've got any other questions that have come through from that, because that was a really nice whistle-stop tour. But all of those links of everything that I've shown you is in these slides. The templates for the gradient, the certificate templates, and lastly, but not any means least, if you're a course creator that's monetizing your courses, you've got this all designed for you. Ona, is there anything you want to add there?
Seeing is believing. So we all invite MCG community to try new AI course creator themselves if they haven't yet. So I think we have done a great way since our beginning in 2021, but the pace is going on. So we will keep going on, not only the content creation, but also improving the learning experience. So there are so much things to do still.
And we've had a question from Tracy. When people log in, can we update our own CRM with data? So many opportunities here.
I think the question was about integration through their CRM to the transfer. So we have Zapier and Make enable integrations for automations. Also, we have webhooks, so you can transfer data to your own platforms directly.
I think this So it's somebody at my door. No, it's just the post. My dog thinks it's a dog walker. So I think then when we think about the next webinar, wouldn't it be great if we focused on monetization? What do you think? Would that be helpful to everybody? Would you like to know more about how you can monetize your courses, or how you can maybe get them out there more? So let's have a look. Alyssa's saying, really awesome. Do we have any stats around people paying for courses, how much to charge, and what makes them decide to take a course rather than research themselves? Someone said, you read my mind.
I think it totally depends on the course depth, audience, and so many factors. So it is not easy to say rule of thumb how to price, because as name suggests, you can create a micro learning content just to start fast with $10 perhaps. Maybe you can prepare with courses with interactive elements like ThingLink, as you mentioned. So maybe the value will be much bigger. So there is no rule of thumb and no standard way of doing it, I think.
Yeah, and I think that people will be able to search for things on ChatGPT. People will be able to search with, Notebook LM. But what makes it important, Alyssa, is the skills element. People can't learn skills from, that interaction with you and your expertise. So don't doubt the ability of your skills to be able to sell them. And if you're a voice coach, I would also say that particularly when people can rely on AI generated voices, what makes your specialism even more attractive is that people will want authenticity. And if they're coming to you for your course, it's going to be authentic. It's going to be you with your experience, your authenticity. And there are always ways in which you can add your added value with little lead gen examples, other little ways that you can try and give people a taste of what they're going to be buying as well. So I would really urge you to give it a go. And if you need any help from us, or anybody needs any help from us, you're always welcome to get in touch, and we'd be more than happy to help. I think that's the message. Well, that brings us to the end of our webinar. All that's left for me to say, whilst I hold on to my dog before she tries to bolt out the door, is to say very much for joining our webinar. We hope this has been useful. I hope you've seen how easy it is to create your courses with the AI Interaction Builder, AI Course Builder, and the AI Interaction Builder. But we wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for you guys watching and requesting and being part of our community. If you are not part of our community, then please do follow the links that you'll get on the slides afterwards and join. And please continue to share your ideas. Thank you to Claudia, hostess, co-hostess with the mostess, our app smashing queen. Thank you to Erin. I put Erin back on the screen as well for answering all the questions and also building those amazing support articles as well. And thank you, Ona, as well, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And we hope that we've done you justice as well today.
Thank you very much for your efforts.
Excellent. Thanks, everybody. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day or the rest of your evening, wherever you are. Thank you once again. Bye-bye.
Bye.